What's up guys, Flying Cow here, and welcome to part 2 of how to build this gigantic modern mansion that you can see right here. Let's not waste any time here, and let's just go ahead and get right into the build. Now that we've got that part down, let's go over here and we're just going to place down another layer of jungle planks all behind that so that we can't see through that gap of oak leaves. So now it's going to look like this, and we're just going to leave it like that, I think, for now. Then let's come along over here. Actually, I don't know what I want to do next. Let me think about this. Yeah, let's leave it like that for now. Let's come up here and we're going to start our next layer, which is just going to be 2 layers of white concrete over that. We could have another corner window here. I think that would probably do nicely. So let's go ahead and do that. So we're just going to add a 3rd layer in right here. And let's actually have this extend all the way down. To the end of this piece right here. And then from there, we're actually going to have it extend from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blocks. So let's go ahead and bring those 2 layers down as well. And once we've got that, now we've got a big ol' white slab right there. What we're going to do here, let's go ahead and bring this 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks high. And then we can go ahead and make it 6 actually. It's going to be a little bit different from the rest of the levels because most of them were 5 tall. But then let's go ahead and just bring this all the way down, all 3 of these layers. And once they are all the way down, then we are going to have them turn and go all the way down to the ends of these. So let's just go ahead and build this up. And then we're going to bring those down. And so it's going to look like this now. And, you know, I don't know if this should be all a giant window. Maybe it should be. Let's go ahead and let's cut it off right here. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. On the 4th block away, we're going to cut it off right there. And let's also cut it off right here. So that is on the 5th block from the corner right there. So that's what it's going to look like now. And now we're going to go ahead and fill in those windows. So it's going to be filled in off of these blocks right here. So in the middle of the 3 layers, we're just going to fill in all 3 of these windows here. Alright, so now it's going to look like this once it is filled in, and this corner is coming along nicely here. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to copy down this little pattern that we have here all the way around this corner right here. So to do that, of course, we had the jungle planks, or the oak leaves, so we're just going to build that all the way down. And let's have it turn the corner here as well. I'm just going off by 6 blocks right there, but we'll probably end the pattern a little later on. Then of course we're going to take our jungle planks and put down 2 layers, just like so. And then once we've got that part down, I think that we had the smooth quartz slab next. So we're just going to place that down underneath the jungle planks, all the way down. And then we had the gray concrete behind that. Alright, so now we've got that pattern down there. And now we've just got this little section in here to go ahead and fill in. And we can go ahead and do that however we want. So I think that the way we're going to do it is exactly what you can see me doing right here. I'm just placing down 2 layers of white concrete below the quartz. We're just going to have it end right there on the 6th block where this pattern ended. And then let's go back down here. And this is actually going to be, we'll just have this be a little one tall window right here, just like the one below it. Unless that doesn't look good, of course, then I'm gonna have to change my mind. Let's go out here and see how this is looking though. Yeah, I don't think that'll look bad. Let's see, let's test it out. So this is going to be on the outside this time. Usually the window is placed a block in, but since this one's only 1 tall, we'll cut him some slack, we'll give it an exception. So now it's going to look like this. So this corner here is, complete for now. So now let's move on over here. Let's go over here and see what needs any working on this side of the house. Okay, so let's just go ahead and start building off of this section right here. This right here, this block is black terracotta. I know it looks like it could be concrete, but it is actually black terracotta. So we're going to take that back out. We're just going to build all the way up to right there. And then let's go ahead and bring it all the way down. It's going to go all the way down to right. Let's just have it go down to where this block ends, right there. So that's where it's going to go down to. And now we've got this entire section right here to fill in. So let's go ahead and start working on that. What we're going to do first here is we're just going to take our white concrete and fill all of this layer in all the way from the top and bottom. So let's go ahead and do that. Ooh, I don't know if you guys heard that scary noise. I don't know if that was my game or something else. But now, yeah, let's do it at the top as well. And once we've got that, let's leave that open for now. Let's come back along over here. And right here, we're going to do a caved in window. And it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's going to be an 8x2 window is what it's going to end up being. And this is a caved in style window. So now let's just go ahead and fill that in. Since it's only 2 blocks tall, it's very easy to fill in with panes. And then once we've got that, let's just fill in this little section right here. Let's build that up right there. And now let's go ahead and break out these 2 layers and put some jungle planks in their place. And right here, let's do that. Let's see what it looks like. Let's actually break out 3 layers. I'll have it be 3 layers of jungle planks. Freak it. And then over here, let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. On the 8th block away, we're going to build up another layer right there of white concrete. We're going to break out this part, replace it with gray concrete, We're going to break out this part, replace it with oak leaves. Then let's take our white concrete again. We're going to build another caved in window. This one's going to have a little bit different of a surrounding though to it this time. And let's see, is that caved in enough? Might just be. Let's go ahead and do that, and then we can come up here. We can cover that up with black terracotta. And then I want to have some lanterns here. So we're going to take out the blocks necessary for placing those down. And let's place down some lanterns here. Let's actually place it down from these blocks. Could even bring that all the way across. And there we go. I think that looks fine so far. We might have to do something over here. I don't know what we would do. Maybe we would just do that. I don't know. Does that look good? I think it does. I think it looks fine. And then this part over here, does it need anything? Might need something. We'll go ahead and try this out. See if that looks good. I think it does. So yeah, we can go ahead and now move on to this part right here, which I think we can just go ahead and fill it all the way in with some black stained glass panes. And now that that window there is filled in, let's go ahead and go down over here. We're going to just take this black terracotta and bring it all the way down until it hits this part right here, because I think there's going to be another wall that this black terracotta can run into right there. But now from here, we're just going to bring this out one block and then bring it out by 4 blocks. Bring it all the way up. And then bring it to there. And then we can fill in the rest of this with black stained glass panes as well. Let's go ahead and do that. I won't fast forward through this part since it's such a small little window here. Alright, so that's what it's going to look like. I don't think that it looks bad, but we might change it later on, because I might change my mind later on. But then from here, let's go ahead and fill all of this in. We're going to fill this all in as if it's going to be a caved in window, but it's actually just going to be more of a caved in wall. So let's see how many layers we can do this for it to actually look acceptable on a house. Does that look acceptable? I think it's fine. Let's go ahead and just copy this all the way down to there, so that that window caving in is not as noticeable. And then right here, we gotta put something in the middle, I feel like. Let's put some logs in the middle. So we're just gonna put those in the middle, down like that. And that. And actually, let's have those go all the way across on either side, just like so. And then we can hang some lanterns down. And now that that is complete, I actually have come up with an idea. So what we're going to do here is oh wow, so it's from that block on the 4th block up. So let's go down here. Actually, let me go check that block again. So it's 1 block away from the edge of the window. Same thing over here, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4th block up. Now let's go ahead and bring that all the way down. Bring this one all the way down as well. And now we've got a nice little corner right there Now what I think we're going to do is we're going to fill in this corner with a similar pattern to what those corners are under there with the leaves, that little pattern right there. So let's just bring this all the way down with white concrete. Excuse me. Alright, now that we've got that part down, we need to cover up all this redstone here with some white concrete, so we're just going to add another layer over all of this. Let me just create the outline right here, and then we can go ahead and fill it all in. Alright, so that outline I just made right there, go ahead and fill that all the way in with white concrete. Once that is all filled in and covered up, we're then going to take out our jungle planks, and actually let's build up right here by 2 blocks. Then we're going to take out our jungle planks. Actually, let's build up by here again. Now we can take out our jungle planks, and we're just going to build this all the way down. It's going to be a layer out from the white concrete that we've got right there. But once that's built all the way down, then we can go ahead and let's go over here to make sure this is measured up accurately. But then we're going to go over here and we can go ahead and just create the same thing that we had going on over there. So now it's going to look like this. And now what we need to do is we need to fill in the rest of this little ceiling here with some white concrete. So let me just create the outline right here, and then we can fill all of it in again. Alright, so now this L shape that we've got right here, we're going to fill it in with white concrete. Alright, and now that that is all filled in, let's go over here, and I think what I want to do here is just build a giant window. So to do that, let's get rid of the black terracotta, and we're going to take out our gray concrete. We're just going to build a layer off of that block right there, all the way down to right there. And now we're going to take out our white concrete, and from that we're going to build out, looks like we can't, oh actually we can. Thought I was going to connect with the glass right there. But now we're going to build out by 4 layers. So let's bring that all the way down here. Oh geez, this is going to be a big window. And then we'll connect it to right there. Now we're going to build up by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blocks. Actually, let's make it 10 blocks. Then we're going to bring it all the way down, and then connect it down here. This window might be bigger than I anticipated. Okay, so obviously we're not going to fill all of that in, because that would just look ridiculous. But now that we've got this big square, we need to do something with it. So let's actually double up what we just did. And then what we're going to do is something that we haven't done for the rest of the build, but we're going to go back behind here and we're going to build inward by 2 layers. So let's go ahead and do that now. So once we've got that all the way filled in, now let's go ahead and build this part down right there. And this is going to be 2 layers that we build it down. So now it's going to look like that. And then let's go ahead and go do that on the other side as well. So we've got 2 layers to build down from right there. Sun's kind of right in my eyes. That's fine though. And now we're going to build another layer right there. I don't think we're going to double up this layer though, because then the window would be a little too short. And now what we're going to do is we're going to build in another 2 layers, but it's going to be 1 block back, so it's going to look just like this. Let's go ahead and go do that on the other side as well. So we've got another 2 layers right there. And now this part, let's go back and see what we've done here. Alright, I think that will do. But now this part right here needs to be filled in, so we're just going to fill in this last little layer here with white terracotta. And then this is going to be the window, so from this block here, we can fill in this entire giant thing with black stained glass paints. Alright, and now that we've got that window there complete, we're going to move on to this little section right over here. And we're just going to take out our gray concrete again, and we're going to fill in this section right here. We're just going to bring it all the way down. By the way, if any of you are watching this, I'm filming this on Thanksgiving, so happy Thanksgiving. But then what we're going to do here is we're going to build this up by 3 layers. We're actually going to cover up part of this little window design that we've got right here, which I think is going to end up being completely fine because it's already such a large window. But as you can see there, what I did was we're going to build it all the way up to the top where it is level, and then we're going to bring it all the way down. Let's bring it all the way down to the end of this garage right here. So let me just bring 1 down so that you know where to end it at. So we're going to bring it all the way down to right here. Let's go ahead and do that for these other 2 here as well. Once that is complete, now we've got this little section here that we are going to need to fill in. And the way that we are going to do that is we're going to be using a lot of jungle planks. So let's just take out our jungle planks right now and place down 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks right there. Then we'll build all the way up to the top right there with our jungle planks, build it all the way down, and create this circle right here. And let's actually make this go like that. So we're just going to double up those layers right there. And then what we're going to do here is we're going to take out our light gray concrete. We're going to bring this all the way down on the top and bottom of this window right here that we just created. Let's go ahead and fill in that window here really quick. I don't know about this design. We're going to see how it turns out, but I'm just kind of winging it for right now. I think what would be good... Oops, I didn't mean to get rid of that. Let's try placing down some jungle planks alongside right there. Then we're just going to place down some lanterns on each side of the window. And I think that will turn out just fine. So what we're going to do next is we're going to take out our white concrete. We're going to build up 2 layers right here. And then let's take out these and have those connect up to right there. Let's actually build 1 more layer of white concrete right there. And then we're just going to do this exact same thing with the jungle planks. So let's just place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I believe is what it was. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's 8. So we're going to place down 8 jungle planks, build it all the way up to the top, then bring it down, and then of course we're going to double up this layer again. Then we can go ahead and fill in this window right here as well. And once we've got that window filled in there, then we're going to do the same thing with the light gray concrete. And as you can see, we've got ourselves a little pattern here. So let's just do that at the top and bottom as well. And then right here, we're going to do the same thing with the jungle slabs. And we're going to place down 2 right there and then place a little lantern. So I just dropped my lantern on accident right there. And so yeah, let's do that on this side as well. And then we'll take a look at what we've created. I think that doesn't actually look too bad. I think that it's a nice change of pace for what we've been doing so far. It looks like the window's actually larger on accident, but you know, it doesn't really matter. We're not going to go back and change it since it's not too terribly important to the build. But let's just create another window that's like that. So we're just going to have the end one be a little shorter. So I think that was 8, that was 7. So this should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So let's go ahead and do that exact same thing here. I'm going to speed this part up. Alright, and now that we've got that part completed, what we're going to do next is obviously we cannot fit another one of those patterns in right here. So let's just build 3 white concrete right there, just like before. And then this time we're going to cave it in by 2 blocks right there. And then we're going to place down 2 more white concrete right there. And then this is going to be like a little, actually let's break out this layer and have this be 3 layers that are caved in right there. So it's going to look just like this. And then this is actually going to turn right here. And you know, maybe we could come back to it later. Let's actually place down borders right there. So yeah, now that's what it's going to look like. Let's go ahead and just do this exact same thing onto this corner right here as well, just to keep it a little more even and consistent. So now it's going to look like that. And now let's go ahead and go over here to this part of the build. I think I want to change up what we've done here. So let's just, from this block, let's place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more blocks right there. Let's actually go ahead and make it 12. And then we're going to bring this all the way down to the other end right there, which I think it was somewhere around like 60 blocks, maybe even 65 or 70 blocks. We're just going to place this all the way down to this end right here and then connect it. So there we go. And now we're just going to break out this line that we had here placed originally. Alright, so now the house is going to look like this so far. Let's actually turn down this render distance a little here, just because I don't want it to glitch out. But now that we've got this big square here, what we're going to do is we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks away from right there. We'll break out the 5 in between. Now we're going to have this block right here. Let's do that on each one of these sides. So that was 6 right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go do it on this side over here as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Break out those 5. And then finally, over here on the last side, we're just going to rock it over there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now that we've got these 4 blocks placed, and as you could tell, it was just random which block I placed it off of. Now we're going to make a second square that is inside of this large one right here. So right here we've got a nice and easy little corner just to fill in right there. But now let's just go ahead and connect all those corners together. Alright, so now we've got that large square inside the even larger square, and once that is all the way filled in and complete, let's just fly on over to this corner of the build right over here, and let's start working on this corner right here. So what I plan to do here is have a fireplace right here, so we're going to need to get out our bricks soon. We're going to do that later though. But right here, let's just place down a white concrete and build 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks off of that. Actually, let's have it be 5 blocks. And then we will go ahead and bring that all the way down until it hits this block right here. And then we can go ahead and just make a square right here of white concrete and then fill that all the way in. Now that we've got that part filled in all the way, let's go over here, and on this block, let's just place this down all the way. We're going to bring it down all the way until it hits right here, where this little turn in the window takes place. We're going to just use that as the baseline. Then we're going to bring it out by only 2 blocks, so it's going to be a little uneven here, which is fine because it's going to be part of the style of the house is to have consistency but still some unevenness, so it doesn't look too corporate. So let's just bring that all the way down here. Now that we've got that part placed down, we're going to go off of this block and place down 2 5 tall layers right there. Is that 5? Yes, it is. And then we're going to bring these 2 layers down all the way till it reaches the end of this turn right here. So I can't even tell because it's all white. Okay, so that's the turn right there. Let's just create a window right here, and then we will also create a window right here, which is going to end up being 6 blocks away. Let's do that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. On the 6th block, we'll place another window right there. Let's have this one turn, and then it's going to end right there so that it's even. Wait, let's just measure this. Alright, so it's going to end right there, so 3 blocks away from each edge. My game's starting to glitch a little, so I'm going to have to turn down the render distance yet again. But then with this block right here, we're just going to bring it all the way down so that it lines up right there. And this is what we're going to have now. So let's actually, these are not going to be full windows, they're just going to be little balconies. So we're just going to place down some railings right here for these balconies. Let's actually do the same thing. We're going to continue that pattern of 6 blocks in between. That was 5, so that's 6. And then let's do it one more time. I believe that's 6. Nope, it was 5 again. And now let's just go ahead and bring this little roof top here all the way down. And then it will end right there, and this right here is going to be a small little wall. There's going to be an entrance right here. So let's actually create that entrance right now. It's going to be a 3x3 entrance. And it's going to turn right here. And there's going to be a massive fireplace that goes up here to the top of the house. So right now let's just go ahead and fill in those with some glass railings. Now it's going to look like that. I don't think that looks too bad. There might need to be some lights underneath right there just to prevent bats from spawning in. So let's actually go ahead and do that. We're going to get out our redstone blocks and redstone lamps. While we're at it, we can go ahead and just fill in this little gap that we've got created right there. So first we're just going to place down some redstone lamps right here, and the reason I'm doing redstone blocks and lamps this time instead of just regular old lanterns is because this time the blocks are going to be more visible from the outside when viewing the exterior of the house. So We want to make it actually look good this time. While we're at it, we could just go ahead and make this one a lamp as well. So now it's going to look like that. Maybe we could get rid of this layer right here. We might do that later on. But for now, let's focus on creating this fireplace right here. And the way that we're going to do that, let's go ahead and get out all of our brick blocks. So what we're going to do here first is we're just going to, oops, use the wrong block there, is we're just going to create a wall right here to place the fireplace on. So let's build this wall up by 4 blocks right there. Let's also go ahead and fill in this little square right here of floor. So we're just going to bring this down and then fill this all the way in. Alright, so now that we've got that floor filled in all the way there, let's just go off of this block right here and place 2, and let's do that all the way down to the end of this floor right here. Then let's go ahead and place down 2 again, and we're going to build this up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 layers. So let's go ahead and fill all of that in by 7 blocks. And once we've got that part complete, let's just go over here and we're going to place down some stairs, slabs, and regular brick blocks just kind of randomly because the goal that we're going for here is to have this kind of cave inward a little bit. We don't want to make it look like it's a perfectly maintained chimney. We just want to make it look kind of rugged here. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so that's what it's going to end up looking like. Let's place down one of those right there. And now what we're going to do is we're going to go over from this layer here and build up from 1 block inward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's go ahead and do that on this block as well. And then we can do it for these 3 layers in between. Alright, and now that we have that part complete, let's go ahead and go over here, and we're just going to place down some stairs right there so that it, and we want the stairs to look, to cave inward so that it looks like it is supposed to be doing that. And then let's actually come back to this later, once we have the roof figured out on the house, because I don't actually know how tall this house is going to be. So we might need to shorten that, we might need to raise it, we'll probably need to end up raising it actually. But we're just going to leave it there for now. So now let's go over to the rest of this balcony. We need to actually fill it in. So we're just going to fill in 3 more layers right here. This is layer number 3 here, which I messed up on quite a bit. And you know, actually let's go ahead and bring this down by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks, and then we'll fill that in. So now let's fill in the square here. And now that we've got that all the way filled in, let's go over here and build this up until it reaches this block right here, in which case we will then fill it all the way down to right there, which is 1 block away from the end. And then we're going to fill in this little section right here. And what I'm planning on doing here is building a giant window. So to do that, let's actually have it cave in a little bit, but we're not going to have it cave in at the top. So it's going to just go across there and then cave in, because I wanted to make this window a little longer looking. So I think that's fine for right there. So now let's just go ahead and build in this little section right here. And then we can fill in the rest of this with our black stained glass panes. And now that we've got that window filled in all the way there, I think what we plan on doing next is just copying this window down for 2 or 3 more, however many are going to end up fitting. But in order to do that, we of course need to bring this patio all the way down here as well. So let's actually bring this all the way down to right here off of this block. So let's just go ahead and create that little outline here, and then we're going to have to fill all of this all the way in. Alright, and now that we have that all the way filled in, let's go over here and let's see how large this window is. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's go ahead and place that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then on the 8th block, we can just go ahead and bring it all the way down until it touches. Oh my gosh, I keep on falling off the edge right there. Then let's go ahead and do that again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we will bring it all the way down. And it looks like one more will fit right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then all the way down it goes. And now we're going to have to stop right there. We'll figure out what to do at that section later. But now let's go ahead and just fill in this little layer right here in between all of that. We're going to need to fill in another one behind it. So let's do that one as well. And then since we already created one of these before, and I already showed how to create this window, I'm going to skip over me building all of this section right here so that you don't have to rewatch it over and over again. Alrighty, and now that we have those 3 extra windows filled in there, let's go ahead and take out our black terracotta again, and we're going to have to break out this block right here. Actually, we're going to have to break out both of these stairs right there, and then we're going to place down 2 layers of black terracotta that hovers over all of this right here. Let's just go down here and take a look at what it's going to end up looking like. Okay, I think it looks fine. So let's just continue this layer all the way down. And we're even going to end up continuing it down past where that is. So we're going to have it end right here where it is going to collide with this wall right here. So once we have that, this is what it's going to look like from this angle. So let's just go down here and we'll go ahead and extend this patio all the way down to the very end, which is right there. And then let's go ahead and fill in this patio right here just by creating this outline right here and then filling in this square. Okay, and now once that is filled in all the way, let's just go down over here and we're going to go ahead and continue this pattern all the way down to the end right there. Let's actually have this wall extend out by 2 blocks right there. And it's going to go all the way up, just like this one. And then it will go over here. We can go ahead and build this up by 2 right there. And then right here, let's just put down a layer behind right there so that it doesn't have a layer of black right over a layer of white. And then this right here is going to end up being the doorway. So let's just double up this layer here actually. I think that would look good. So we're going to double up this layer here. This is going to be quite a large doorway, so I'm going to need to figure out a way to slim this down a bit. And I think that I've got it here actually, so we're going to do that. We're going to put down a layer right there, 2 away, and then fill it in. This is going to be a window above the doorway. And then right here we can go ahead and fill in 2 layers of jungle planks, just like so. And then we can take our gray concrete, or light gray concrete I mean, and we will put down a layer right there. We're going to put it down behind as well, and then behind that even. So it's going to be 3 layers right there. That's what it's going to end up looking like. And then we can put down another layer of black stained glass panes right there at the top and on both of the sides. So now this doorway, it's still a big doorway, but it's become much smaller there. So I think that that's good. I think it looks good. And we could also add some oak leaves up here to add some life. And once we have that part down, we might need to add some oak leaves to this section as well, but we can come back and decide on that later. Let's just finish off the oak leaves right here. Once we've got that part down, let's take out our black stained glass panes, and we're going to create a little railing for this balcony. Let's just bring this all the way down here. Alright, and there we have it, a little balcony. Well, actually not little, this is quite the massive balcony right there for this mansion. But now let's go ahead and just fill in this wall right here. And I'm kind of debating with myself whether I want to make this wall have a window or have it be just blank. If I'm going to have a window, then it's not going to be a massive window. It's just going to be something small. So, I think let's make it have a window here. So let's just have this be the window right here. So it's 2 down from the top right there. And there we have it. So now let's also take this and bring it all the way down to right here. And let's see here. Don't quite know where I'm going with this yet. But let's just bring this all the way down here as well. We might end up breaking this part later on in the build. Let's actually just bring it all the way down. We'll say freak it, bring it all the way down to right there, which is right above where this gray concrete block is. And now let's go all the way back over here and fill in this little section so that no light is getting through right there. Let's also put down a layer of white concrete right there and another one right there. And there we have it. I think that looks good, although it is kind of dark, so let's put down some lanterns right here, 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 and here. And you know what? We'll say freak it again. We're going to put down some lanterns right here as well. Alright, now I think this section right here is complete for now. Let's go back over here to the portion of the house that isn't even rendered all the way yet. And let's build on top of this section right here. So since we've got this window right here, I feel like we should have something cool up here. So I think I've got kind of an idea, actually, that just popped into my head. So let's test that out and see if it would look cool. So we're just going to bring this all the way down here. This is our white concrete, of course. Let's build it all the way up to the top of this block right there so that it matches up nicely. We're going to take out our gray concrete, and this is going to extend out by 1 block. We might have it extend out by 2 at the front. Actually, no, let's just have it extend out by 1 here as well. So we'll build that all the way down, and we'll build it over like that. So now here, I am thinking that this will be a balcony, but the way to do it is what I'm kind of questioning right now. So this is 3 away. We're just building up another layer right there. Actually, let's have it be 2 away. So 2 away, we're going to build up another layer. And then in between these 2 layers right here, let's actually go ahead and just top them off right there, just like so. But then in between these 2 layers right here, we're going to fill it all the way in with jungle planks. So once we've got that one down, let's go over here, do the exact same thing. And then, of course, we can't just leave this like it is because it's super dark in here. We're going to add some jungle slabs to have a little lighting. Is that where the other one was? No, it wasn't. It's way over there. So we're going to put down 2 right there. Let's actually end up putting down 2 right there as well. So that's where the lights are going to be positioned. We can do that for this one as well. And now I feel like this is going to need some leaves, so let's just build up by 2 extra blocks on each of the sides here. We'll build that all the way down and across. We'll leave this section open, we'll leaf it open. And then we will fill in this block, this line right there. And now we've got a spot for the leaves. Now that that's all the way filled in, I feel like we could build this down an extra layer. Just cause. And then let's put down some jungle slabs right there. Let's add some more white concrete along there as well. And then let's just fill in these 2 extra layers right here that we've got. And once that's all the way filled in, we're going to take out our black stained glass panes. I don't know why I keep putting them away, but we're just gonna fill in that section right there. Let's take out our jungle slabs again, and then place 3 down like that, and then a lantern at the bottom. So there we go. I think that looks pretty good. Let's actually light up this section right here. Try to make it even, so that's 1 block away right there. 1 block away. Alright, so I think that looks pretty good right there. Let's actually take a larger look at this build. Alright, so the build is starting to come together a little bit. I think that this is starting to look kind of nice. Alright, so we're back over here at the garage area. And what we're going to do here is we're just going to fill in this section right there. And since this has got jungle planks right there that we can't get rid of really, we're going to have to be forced to kind of go ahead and fill in this section right here with jungle planks. But it's not that bad because it actually looks good. So let's just fill this all the way in right here. And we can also put down some leaves as well. Dang, those leaves are so loud when I place them down. I don't know why. Let's go ahead and do that and that. And that. So I think that looks good. Actually, no, it doesn't. We gotta place this down right there. Okay, so now that looks pretty good. Yeah, I like the way that this house is coming along. I'm not going to be building the interior of this house, I've decided, because it's such a gigantic, massive house that that would just be ridiculous for me to do that. So anyways, here what we're doing is we're just going to build the exact same thing on the other side here. So we had some leaves down on each side. We had 3 right there, 3 right there, and then 3 right there with some lanterns on each one. And now let's actually do the same thing that we had on the other side as well here, which is just like that. And then we build across, and now this is going to cave in, except there's not going to be a caved in window right here. It's just going to be more of a caved in wall. So once we've got that all the way filled in, now what we're going to do is we're going to kind of fill in this little square right here. So let's just build this all the way out to right here off of this block. Then we'll bring it all the way down to here. And now we've got a square right here which we're going to fill in. Alright, and now that we have that floor filled in, let's go on and go over here. And we're going to work on this part of the build now. So what I want to do here is build a giant balcony right here, and it's going to cave in kind of like this one right here, except it's going to be a lot larger of a balcony. So let's actually go over here. We're going to take out our white concrete. We're just going to build out an extra layer right there. And once it hits that point right there, then we are actually just going to keep on going with it. So we're just going to bring this all the way down to the end. And then once we have that, we're going to build out an extra 2 layers off of that one and 1 block up, just like so. So let's fill that all the way down to the end. And once we have that part filled all the way in, then we're going to take our white concrete and build off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more blocks off of the end right there. Then we're just going to bring this all the way down to the other end, and then we're going to fill in this big ol' rectangle that we have just created. So let's connect that right there then as well. And now we have to fill in all of this rectangle here with white concrete. And that is where we're going to end part 2 of this tutorial. Thank you everybody for watching. I hope that you all enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.